Hey, what do you think of my OC? I just redesigned them. Yeah, you're doing too much. What? What's too much? You're forcing it. I have no idea what you're talking about. Do I really have to explain it? Yes, please explain. You're forcing representation. Like there was literally no reason to make her that big. Oh my god. Who actually looks like that? Basically you're just doing too much. You should probably stop it because I said so. Firstly, there are people who look like this, and that's not even important. It's important to her plot and her no, just do better, okay? Shh, I'm not here to hear your explanation. I'm just telling you that you're doing too much, and you should probably just listen to me. Hello, and welcome to this video. I'm your host, Nightmarish, and today we're on the topic of representation in the art world. But first, I have a few questions to ask you, my dear viewers. Do you think artists are obliged to draw everyone? For example, people of color, different body types, and portray different cultures in an accurate and perfect way? Would you say harass an artist for not doing these things, steal their art and call them a horrible person? And if said artist is to add representation into their artworks, do you think they'd be doing too much? Even, dare I say, forcing representation? Too many questions, sorry. These are some interesting questions I like thinking about and would love to hear your answers to. When I say representation, I mean how different genders, ages, races, cultures, and physical features are shown in media, if shown at all. For example, people of color. And it's not just showing, it's how you decide to portray these different groups. In art, representation can be shown through making art of different races, body types, disabilities, and even portraying different cultures. Representation is a great way to expand upon your artistic skill by gaining knowledge on the many different and unique ways people exist, utilizing the information gained to make more interesting and diverse designs. I love drawing a diverse cast of characters, and I have seen great improvement in my own art with being able to draw a variety of things, such as body types and different skin conditions. This has helped me improve a lot in my art, and it has even made art fun for me again. While we're at it, I'd like to take this chance to talk a little bit about the different things often ignored when making art, and that is the portrayal of different ages, such as old age and even children going through puberty. Often now on social media, the goal is just to make quote-unquote pretty art that is easy to consume, caters to a large audience, and follows the current beauty standards of today, which can be very limiting in how much you can show, and which in turn can limit your artistic growth, even stunting it. It's not just social media that does this. An example I can use is anime and their portrayal of teenagers and children. I'm going to use My Hero Academia as an example. These teenagers look like fully grown adults even though they are between the ages of 16 and 17 years old. I'm not saying some teenagers don't look like adults, but not all teenagers look like this, and it's not really an accurate representation. It's ignoring the actual changes that the teenage body goes through, such as height differences and acne. And it depends from person to person. It's not just a copy-paste of the same body type. Often, these very real, undesirable features of the teenage bodies are ignored and not shown to appeal to more people. And this is made further uncomfortable, especially in the My Hero Academia fandom, by the disgusting ways fans discuss and portray these children, especially in different ships. But the over-sexualization of teenagers is a topic for another day. If you're doing art for the sake of learning, I believe an artist should be able to portray anything in any art style, and an artist whose goal to learn, such as my own, should look to widen their visual diaries and capabilities. That includes, but is not limited to, drawing different body types, features, races, backgrounds, and far beyond, like objects, emotions, locations, and more. But again, all of this depends on the artist and will change from person to person. Being able to draw a variety of things is also a very beneficial skill to learn for artists, as it can make your character designs more interesting, your visual storytelling more vast, and allow you to expand your skills and knowledge. Though it's easy to stick to your strengths and comforts, it can be difficult to get out of it once you want to expand to other branches of your artistic journey. Adding representation or removing it should be the artist's choice. Do not get bullied into it, and do not bully others. We are all on our own artistic journeys and paths. So, for your own sake and others, show some basic respect and humanity to fellow artists. For some reason, the last part is very difficult for the art community to understand, as no matter what you do, you'll forever receive hate for it. Like, for example, I've seen, "You're forcing representation," "You're doing too much," or "You're doing too little," or just calling you racist and fatphobic for drawing what you enjoy, or for not drawing a group of people, or for people pointing out that you only draw one body type, which literally it's not a bad thing, especially if you're comfortable with it. After all, if, for example, I've seen this like a lot with what is considered to be beginner artists, but me myself has done this. I enjoy drawing like the same bodies, even though right now I'm branching into drawing different body types and studying anatomy. No one should be shamed for having same body syndrome, especially since anatomy is so hard to get down. I would understand if you're okay with the level that you're at, or you're happy drawing the body in a certain way. You do not deserve harassment or bullying for any of that, and honestly, it's just it's so frustrating. It's always so frustrating, especially when they start calling you different isks and phobias. And when it comes to adding representation in your artwork, do your research and be respectful in the way you portray different groups of people, such as different cultures, especially cultures that you're not familiar with, and drawing, like basically taking the different traits and body types and seeing the common traits within these cultures or within certain individuals, for example. Avoid stereotype and your own prejudice. I swear I tried to, I'm trying to pronounce it, but it's on screen because I know I'm not going to be able to pronounce it. Maybe I can try one last time. Prejudice. You know what? Sorry. But basically, artists aren't obliged to draw everyone. The artist should be able to decide that for themselves, and yes, that includes different body types, races, and cultures. And if a creator's work isn't diverse enough for you, it's not right to bully and harass them for this. Instead, find an artist who does what you're looking for. So what about artists who, quote-unquote, force representation, which I don't think this is used properly at all, but a separate video on that later on. Or have too much diversity in their artwork, which I don't think is a thing, but I don't believe that it's a bad thing or something someone should be insulted and bullied and harassed for. In the art community, it's either you're doing too much or you're doing too little, and it's hard to know what's just right. But truth be told, there is no just right. You will never find that Goldilocks zone. Just make art that makes you happy. And as long as it makes you happy and isn't harming anyone, I believe you should be able to do whatever you want. This video was a reminder to fellow artists and myself the power representation and diversity hold in your artwork, and that it's your choice entirely. We all go through our own journeys, and all we can do is support each other. But again, like, I know I spent a large section of this video talking about how representation can be used as a tool to help artists, and yeah, it is a tool to do that, but it is totally your choice. What I enjoy doing in my art may not be like what you enjoy doing in your art, and I find that to be completely okay, because at the end of the day, it's just art. It is it is not a need, it's not a necessity, it's a luxury. And it's a luxury that many people enjoy, and that like you should be able to enjoy without hating on others. To be honest, the hate when it comes to representation and stuff is honestly just frustrating and annoying and insane, because again, it's just the artist's choice. To be honest, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this video is posted on Christmas, which it should be a Wednesday. At time of recording, it is a Monday. And Merry Christmas. Yeah. Merry Christmas to my Wednesday people, to me who's going to be uploading this on Christmas 100% for sure. Merry Christmas to all of my viewers. I'm hoping I put a nice Christmas speed paint in the background. I'm not really 100% sure. I might just do something with my background. I just thank you for watching this video, and thank you for the support. If you enjoyed, leave me a like and subscribe for me. I read all of your comments, and it would honestly be just the best if you could leave me a Christmas tree emoji, if that's a thing. I'll put it on screen. Just leave me this emoji. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye bye.